So finally, people, we are at the fourth law, make it satisfying. And after reading this much, I am feeling so much great about it that I took the decision, the initiative to read this book, Atomic Habit, and look at it. I've completed the major part of it, and I'm so happy to tell you about it. So let me just get started with the first chapter of the fourth law, the cardinal rule of behavior change. It's also the 15th lesson that we're reading up. So let me just directly get into the summary. The fourth law of behavior change is about making it satisfying. After we talked about making it obvious, making it attractive, and making it easy, we also need to make it attractive or moreover satisfying. So we're talking now about reward. I'll just explain it in a bit. So just to get me. So this chapter explains about we are more likely to repeat our behavior when it's the experience of doing it's satisfying. And just let me just quickly get in the point, then after I will explain the whole thing. The human brain evolved to prioritize immediate reward over delayed rewards. It's because of our ancestors Homo sapiens were trained like that. They were constantly predict, uh, protecting themselves from the kind of predators and other like food, getting into food, instant cravings and instant result. That was an instant based society, an instant weight uh, kind of mind that was developed, and we even had the same kind of brain that isn't evolved around how the society evolved. So we are more likely to be like that. So another is the cardinal rule of behavior change says what is immediately rewarded is repeated, and what is immediately punished is avoided. Means whatever things you will be avoided immediately, the immediate result is the only thing that derives what you whether you will be doing this thing in the future or else not, whether it will be become a habit or not, whether it will become a part of your identity or not. That's all what is in this chapter. And another is to get a habit to stick, you need to feel immediate successful, even if it's in a small way. Let me just give you an example around it. The people who have read this book before and who have done a great thing in their life, they rewarded themselves with vacations. Let me talk about like Shreyas Raj and many other people that I know. What they have done is like after reading this book and after doing constant hard work and labor and getting into work, finding their choices, finding their field and getting work for them, they earn money, and what they rewarded with themselves was sometimes bike, a MacBook, a vacation, a family trip, or just enjoying and a coffee and a meal to a big restaurant, a five-star hotel, and etc. They rewarded themselves with this thing so that they feel like, yeah, I have now gotten a lot of things, and it's so much rewarding. But the money alone, after seeing the number on their bank account, that was already enough for satisfying. This was a very blunt experience of in the long term, but in short term, let me give an example. If I wake up today and read this book, I will do anything that benefits me. Like I will save 10 rupees or some kind of or other amount of money for buying something that I want, like a jacket, a pants, a shirt, a watch, or some glasses and etc. thing, or whatever, bike and whatever thing. I'll save for that. Every habit, I said, every good habit I do today will be counted into my thing in my bank account that I will save money for some particular thing that is rewarding. And after seeing the increasing amount of money every day, I feel more motivated. And later on, in few times, it becomes a part of my identity. And later on, when it's part of my identity, I even don't need to reward myself for this thing because the identity itself reinforces me to do this thing. So this is the same part. The first three law of behavior change were all about making it obvious, make it attractive, and make it easy. This increases the odds of that a behavior will be performed at the first. The fourth law of behavior changes it's all about making it satisfying, so that it increases the odds of that the behavior will be repeated next time. When it's first part was just doing it for the first time, the instant first part in a proper manner, how to do a habit, how to start a habit in the first place in a proper manner actually. And the fourth law is around making the habit a real habit. It means repeatedly, and we repeat the habit. That's the part of the fourth law, and it's all about today's chapter. And I'm so happy to tell you that we have completed a lot of part of this book, and just one thought is remaining, and I'm so happy. Two third part is completed, and there are just few chapters around 11. And I'm also telling that I am also getting a lot of things to get into my life, and I'm applying this on my life as well. Like the first part was reading this book, the second part was creating content. Without, I don't care about how people react, how people, I even know that this video that I'm talking into will be watched barely by one people or two people or three people. This part, no one. I can dare for that for this time. But be whatever, I'm doing it because I want to do it, and I want to get what my desired things are, what my goals are. I stick the goals in there around what I will be doing. There are also notes what I will be doing, and then this constantly reminds me that what were my goals, what were the likely things what I was supposed to do, what I want to do in my life, what I wanted to get out of, why I wanted to get out of the space, and so on. So it's all around that, and I'm sure that even my exams are running up. Which few days ago my brother's marriage there was there, and the constant type of distraction. I was doing like some people was creating content same as like me, and how I was treating in marriage and distant distractions. We're constantly getting to the thing, and at the same time I was also reading the thing. Let me give you an example. There was one people and person and who was content creating content like this, and he was just starting when I was in the 80th day of my course of Python programming. And what was like, I was thinking like, I'm genius and I'm senior of him, but just in 1 2 months, and he was already ahead of me because there were many marriages and there were many other distractions that he didn't get off, and I was like leaving whenever mood comes in, whenever motivation hits me, then I was doing it. So this kind of behavior just made my 3 month course ruined for more over 1.5 year, and he was already getting job and already getting salary of 24 and 25 LP and somewhere around it. So I was like, I'm not getting a penny because I started earlier than him, but I didn't get anything out of it. So that's the point, because I didn't do it constantly. I didn't do it in a proper manner. I didn't do it in right way. But this time I'm doing it right way, and I am getting the money. I am getting the shit done. So that's part of today. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.